Okay, happy Monday, everybody. Welcome into the Dubb Sales Studio live training. Hope everyone had a good weekend. Thanks for coming in. Happy Monday morning, Monday afternoon, maybe Monday evening, wherever you guys are located. Maybe Tuesday morning. Let's see. Anyone who's new to the training, if you could put a one in the chat, if you're new to Dubb, that's always helpful. If you can put a one in there, just so we know you're just starting with the platform, or maybe you're just checking us out, or very early stages would be great. And then two, if you're returning, would be fantastic. Erica, I saw you put a one in there. Let me come over to you and say hello. Erica, if you want to unmute and say hi, you're more than welcome.
Hi, good morning, everybody. Yeah, this is my first time. I just went to a workshop on Friday and I was introduced to this website. So it seemed pretty interesting. I watched a few videos. So I'm looking forward to see what you guys have to offer.
Very cool. Thanks for coming in, Erica. What's your industry? What do you do?
I'm a real estate agent.
Ah, perfect. Yeah, we got a lot of folks that are in real estate. So I would say in this training, so I'm going to do the A to Z, how to record, strategy stuff. All of this is going to be on our YouTube support channel to study later. I'll put the link in the chat in a little bit, but there are three specific kind of styles that have worked for real estate folks over the years. So when I'm showing it, I would just pay attention to webcam, which is great for having a property behind you, holding up a whiteboard with the property address at the same time. There's putting yourself in a bubble for screen recordings for market updates. And then there's also picture in picture on the mobile app when you do property walkthroughs and QR codes for open houses. So there's definitely specific real estate stuff in there that I would pay attention to when we're moving along. So
Okay, great.
awesome. Good to meet you. Anything on your mind, Erica, before we start?
No, I'm just looking forward to what you have to offer.
Sweet. Cool. Well, thank you for coming in. If you have any questions, Ina from our team is here, so you can just pop those in the chat and we will address them as we go along. That would be fantastic.
Okay.
Cool. Thank you very much. Okay. Let's see. All right, here we go. I am going to share my screen. And again, if anyone has any questions, Ina from our team is here to answer them as we move along. So you got questions, feel free to pop them in the chat and we will get moving. All right. Let me share my screen here and let's begin. All right. The biggest thing with Dubb is you want to think about what does your animated preview look like? Your 3-second animated GIF when someone gets your video. So when you hit record with Dubb, no matter which way you record, the first 3 seconds are going to repeat in a repeating little GIF like you see right here. So we want to make this thing as interesting as we can when it gets delivered to someone. So I'm going to walk through the different ways to record and the styles, but before we do any of that, you're going to notice right here, I'm holding up a little whiteboard that I'll explain in a second. But notice on the whiteboard, it says, what's your hook? So we want to know what our hook is before we decide to record anything and send anything out. So whether it's cold, warm, referrals, whatever it is, everything always has to have some kind of hook for someone to want to click. So what we do internally with our own stuff and the things that we recommend to folks that use Dubb, if you're using an AI tool like a ChatGPT, a Grok, a Gemini, a Claude, whatever it is, or if you're using within our Dubb dashboard, right up here at the top, if you're using Auto in here, any AI tool, you want to do a couple of things. First, you want to make sure, if you haven't done this already, that you educate your AI on your industry and your ICP, your ideal client profile. Who are the folks you're reaching out to? What is the value that you want to convey? What is the action that you want them to take after they've done consuming the content? Whether it's clicking the time in your calendar, checking out a site, downloading a doc or a guide, whatever it is, filling out a form. So you want to just give the AI a little explanation of who these people are and why you're reaching out and what you want them to do. The second half of it is very specific. You want to ask the AI, say, look, can you please give me a list of about 20 3 to 5 word hook phrases that I can use based on what I just told you to get someone to want to watch my videos. So it's going to give you those lists of those 3 to 5 word hooks, give them a pass, make the adjustments or give it back to the AI to adjust it. When you feel like you got your final list there, then you know you can use them within your videos. The reason we say 3 to 5 words is because you'll notice on the whiteboard there, I got 3 words there, but 3 to 5 words is pretty punchy and to the point. 3 to 5 words also fits really nicely up here into an email subject line and an SMS. So it's short and to the point. Now, the hook up in the subject line and the hook right here can be one and the same, or they can be slightly different. So once you have your hook figured out, now you can decide on what kind of video you want to record. This one right here was recorded with the basic webcam recorder inside of the Dubb platform. I got the Dubb mobile app on my phone, which has a whiteboard feature where you can type, and that's all I did was type the message on there. Now, because this is an animated repeating GIF, it repeats every 3 seconds, you want to have a little bit of movement to your video. I wouldn't just stay still the whole time because it's animated. So just have a little bit, brings a little life to it, little point, little smile. This is probably one of the most direct ways you can deliver a message because it's right there on the whiteboard, right in front of them, and you do it right from your computer. Now, you also, from your webcam, can do a slight variation of it that looks like this. You can have a virtual background behind you. So this is really cool. If you feel like, you know what, I don't need the whiteboard. I feel like this screenshot behind me gives enough of a hook, gives enough context that if I just have this behind me, they're going to want to click. So you can do that if you want to. There could be someone's profile, property in real estate. It could be an article you want to share within your industry. It could be a screenshot of a website. It could be a screenshot of an action someone took. So whatever it is, if you feel like that's strong enough, just do a little wave and a little point back, come right back to the camera if you feel like that works. Now, you also can do a combination of both of these worlds. So what you can do is you can have the screenshot behind you, which gives context, and then you can still have that hook in front. So context behind, hook in front within your industry. And this has always worked really well for real estate folks because property behind, property address in front, or fun fact about that property. But any industry, you can do this style right here. Now you also can do screen recordings with Dubb. Now this right here is done with the Dubb Chrome extension. This is a browser-based screen recorder. So all you have to do is Google Dubb Chrome extension, three-step process to pin it right up here in the browser. You can see the little Dubb button right up here. When you have this here, you have the ability to go on top of anything within your browser, throw yourself in a bubble, and visually walk someone through something. Now, any industry, you can do this. I mean, you can do a LinkedIn outreach, which I'll show in a little bit. But this one right here is a real estate example. We know it's a market update because we can see the title. We have some annotation arrows pointing towards my bubble. And notice again, I'm holding up that hook. We know it's a forecast, article, but hey, there's been a big change in the market. So really think about that additional hook that can be done right inside that bubble as well. Again, real estate, but any industry, you can do this. Any site that you want to be on top of within your browser, visually on top, walking someone through something, Dubb Chrome extension. Now we also have another screen recorder called the Dubb desktop app. Now the Dubb desktop app is different than the Chrome extension because it's not browser based. This thing can go on top of anything on your computer. So it flies over the top, can go on top of videos, Canvas slides, docs, sites, whatever you want. It also has the ability to crop in closer on what you're looking at. So it's got some cool options for framing and some other cool stuff. So when I show Chrome and desktop back to back, you'll see the similarities and differences. But the big takeaway is one is browser based. That's the Chrome extension. One is not browser based. It can go on top of anything. That's the Dubb desktop app. Okay, and the last way to record is the Dubb mobile app. So this one right here, this style, is very similar to the webcam one that I showed you earlier when I'm holding up the whiteboard. The only difference here is I'm actually typing the message on my screen. So all you do is just record in vertical like you see right here, type the hook on the screen and put it wherever you want. Something simple just like this. You also can do a virtual background behind you like this. Just take those screenshots on the phone, throw it behind you, put the text on the screen, and you have the same kind of setup you did with the webcam. Now, another option here on the mobile app is this one right here. This is called picture in picture. Really, really good for property walkthroughs in real estate. You can show your reaction when you're showing something in front of you. It uses both cameras on the phone at the same time. So just pretty much tailor-made for that. If you're not in real estate and you're doing any kind of local prospecting, this is good for that as well. You can record yourself outside of a business you're about to go into, send it to the contact email that you have. If you're sitting in front of your computer and you pull up all the stuff we just talked about, someone's profile, properties, articles, whatever your industry is, pull it up on your computer, sit in front of it, hit picture in picture on the mobile app, and then just physically lean into your computer as you're pointing something out. And that's kind of a cool visual to show. If you're at an event or a conference and you want to show the crowd that's there, record and kind of narrate what's happening. You can put it on social media. You can do it as a newsletter update. If you're ever physically with a client of yours that loves what you do, you could have them stand across from you or sit across from you, put this on a selfie stick or hold it, go picture in picture. You're on the left, they're in the middle, and you can have a nice little convo back and forth that could be a great video testimonial conversation that you can use in post. So lots of options for the Dubb mobile app picture in picture. Now, regardless of any of these styles that you choose, when you do pick one and someone sees your video, because you sent it to them, they see the animated GIF, they see the hook, they want to click. When they click, they're going to be brought to a customized landing page called a preset in Dubb terms. It's going to have your logo, the video you recorded, and it's going to have playlist videos that are going to play directly after this video is finished. It's going to be a seamless run-in. The cool thing about this is it provides more information for the person watching, and you can record your pitch video one time, minute, minute and a half, why someone should go with you, and it will always play after this initial video because these initial videos should be all about those hooks that we talked about, that subject matter. And then I wouldn't go longer than a minute. Sweet spot is probably a minute or less. When it's done playing, right after that, your best pitch video will play and any other educational stuff you wanted to play. If you do have video testimonials, this is a nice spot to have them over here in the playlist. Really kind of completes the picture. If you don't have them, I'll show you a way to get them in a second. Now, below here are your buttons, your call to action buttons, your CTAs. When someone is done consuming your content, what would you like them to do? Book a time in your calendar, probably the most popular button ever. But you want them to check out your site? You want them to fill out a form? You want them to download a doc, a listing agreement, a contract, guide? Do you want them to check out a case study? Do you want them to leave a review? Do you want them to email you back? There's a lot of choices you can have down here. Now, if you do have multiple buttons like you see right here, I would put the most important one from left to right that you want them to do. This button right here, reply with video, is really good for getting video testimonials. A lot of Dubb folks over the years have done this. So if you want to get video testimonials, try this strategy. Send them a video, have the reply with video button below it, and it will be something like this. Hey, Ina, this is Rob. Thank you so much for using the Dubb platform. Would love to get a video testimonial from you. It is easy. You don't have to download anything. All you have to do is hit reply with video and let me know what you feel about the platform. And then when they send the video back to you, you get a notification inside the Dubb platform that you have a video reply. And then you just make it part of this playlist. And that's really how it works. Now, the last part of this page is right over here to the right. This is your AI assistant. We call this SIA, your sales interactive assistant. And SIA is great to have on the page because when someone lands here, they could, like a lot of us do, have real-time questions. So over here to the right, you can have your FAQs. You can ask the AI a direct question down here at the bottom where it says ask a question. And when the AI gives its answer, it's going to want to keep the momentum going. So it gives the answer and says, hey, are you ready to book a time? Because that's what I want someone to do. But whatever your action is over here you want them to do, that's what the AI is going to push for. Answer, keep momentum going, have that next action taken. The AI here can be educated and created inside of the Dubb dashboard. So you just need to give it a PDF that you can upload and individual website link pages where it can physically learn what's in text on those pages. So you can do one of the other, or you can do both, and the AI will be educated on what you need to know so it's able to move things along. Now, these pages right here, these preset landing pages, you want to make sure that you have different preset landing pages for different segments of your audience so it feels like you're speaking directly to them. It's worked really well over the years doing that. So if I was in real estate and I work with buyers, sellers, FSBOs, and expireds, residential, commercial, whatever those splits are, I want to have individual pages that speak to those folks. Same thing for insurance, different kinds of insurance clients, mortgage, finance, coaching, consulting, recruiting, any of those industries where there's splits, I would have a different preset landing page that speaks to them. Now, when you're on a free trial and if you upgrade to a paid account, Pro or Pro Plus, our team will meet you in Zoom and help you set this stuff up, the buttons, the pages, everything you need, so you can push everything forward and speak directly to those audiences right out of the gate. All of this is also tracked as well. So did someone open the email? Did they interact with the buttons? Did they interact with the AI? Did they watch the video? If they did watch the video, what is that watch percentage? It's going to give you a really good idea of what they consumed so you can follow up in a really smart way. Now we're going to walk through the different ways to record. We looked at this first, the webcam video, the most straightforward way you can record right here from your webcam. How would I record this? Inside the Dubb dashboard, you're going to go right to the top and click this red create video button. When you select it here, it's going to open up your webcam. Now, when it opens up here, you're going to want to get your whiteboard. So to get the whiteboard, you got to get the Dubb mobile app first. So what you're going to do is search for Dubb app, Dubbapp, Dubb mobile app. This is the home area, and you're going to select that little button at the top, that little square button with the person. Select that there, and now you will be able to type your message. And that's all I did before. Just take your hook, type it, turn it, and then you have it right there in front of the camera. To get the virtual background behind, go below, select virtual background, and then come down here to your photos. Click here. And this is where you upload all those screenshots we were talking about earlier. Loads them into a library. You have it here. And all you have to do is just select the one that you want. And it's going to put it behind you just like this. Just make sure you have a good ring light or natural light or a combination of both. If you are going to use the hook at the same time, just keep it within your shoulder range right here. And if you do talk with your hands, I would keep them within the shoulders instead of going out into the soup. If you decide to use a teleprompter, we have it available on all of our recording options. The only caveat is you just have to have a script saved into Dubb to be able to access it. So in this case right here, if I want to use a teleprompter, I'm going to select the area right above my head and then notice it says create new script. If I click that button, it's going to take me inside the Dubb platform and I just copy and paste and save a script. Or I can scroll for one of the scripts I already have saved, or I can search for a script just like this, and I got the script. Now, from a physical perspective, I would be about arm's distance away from the camera. Let the words flow up into your eye line. And if you want to control the speed, it's right here. If you want to test the speed, hit play, just like this. And if you want to back the text off or you want to zoom it in, you can do both right here. Now, you also can edit the script live. So I can click the little pencil icon here, make any changes that I want, and just click save. Because sometimes when it's written and when you read it out loud, you want to make some changes. If you get used to using the teleprompter, it's super efficient. It's really great. You get the words you really chose perfectly right in front of you, and all it takes is just a little bit of practice. Just make sure you read it beforehand and do the inflection on the words that you want, and you'll get used to it and save so much time. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to bring my hook in. I'm going to hit record, which is the button right here in the middle, right there. And then I'm going to get my 3, 2, 1 countdown. Here we go. Hi, this is Rob from Dubb. We are the sales operating system. We use video, automation, and contact management to bring connections, conversations, and conversions. I can hit the pause button. That stops the video and it stops the teleprompter. I can click that same button below and it's going to keep going and keep recording. If I want to close the teleprompter, tap the close button there. If I want to delete this video, it's the red X. It'll say, "Are you sure?" And then if I want to save this video into the Dubb platform, it is the blue check mark right here. So this is one of the most straightforward ways you can communicate. Holding up the whiteboard in front, virtual background and back, combination of both, right from your webcam. So I'm going to select the check mark here. It's going to save this video into the Dubb platform. Now, anytime you save a video into Dubb, it's always going to take us to the video edit page inside of the platform. Now, when you land on the video edit page, this is where you can do a couple things I want to point out. Now, I'm going to choose a different video just because that one's still transcoding. So let's just grab this one right here. Right here at the top, I can change the title internally. Hit the pencil icon. I can change the title in here if I wanted to. Just hit the check mark and it's done. If I want to preview what this video looks like on a preset landing page, just go all the way over here to the right, excuse me, click this square button with the arrow. It's going to open up a new tab. And now I can preview it. Say, yeah, there's my video I recorded. There's my playlist. There's my buttons. There's my AI. Everything looks awesome. Now, if I want to change it to a different preset landing page background, because I've already created them, I can select the drop down right here and I can search for or scroll and choose a different preset landing page background. And with one click, it'll choose that and change everything about that background. I also can use a QR code. For any Dubb video I make, there's a QR code. So if I have an open house in real estate, perfect. Put it on the counter, someone scans it, say, "Hey, thanks for coming to the open house. If you want to see similar properties, all you gotta do is click below." If you're doing any kind of physical mail outs within your industry, door hanger stuff, mail stack stuff, you do a fun video there. If you're at a conference or an event, you got a booth, set a placard up. Or if you're walking around meeting people at a conference, pre-record something. Someone scans it. "Hey, it was great meeting you at the event. If you want to keep in touch, click below." So, number of options when you have the QR code. You also can download the MP4 version of any video you save into Dubb. So if you want the MP4 file, you can click here and you can download it. Now, down below here, just a couple things. Analytics. We talked about tracking before, activity reporting. Right over here to the right, you can really drill down on what you want to know more about. Are they clicking on the buttons? Are they opening the emails? Are they watching the videos? What are the actions people are taking so I can follow up and know what they've done? You also can edit any video you save into the platform. So if I select the editing tab here, I can come down here at the bottom and I can play this video. Hi, this is Rob from. I can drag my timeline right down here at the bottom. See me dragging it left to right. So if I want to cut something out, I'm going to play it or cut it to my first cut point. Let's say that's the cut point there. I'm going to hit the scissor icon right over here. It's going to split the clip in two down here at the bottom. Then I'm going to play it or drag it to my second cut point. Scissor icon again. Now the thing's in three pieces. Whatever's highlighted in that orange, I can hit the delete clip button right here to the right, and it's gone. And if I want to bring it back, I can just click the undo button. Undo, 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 and it's right back to the beginning. Now, as far as sending, we recorded this video. We want to send it. How do we do a simple send with this video that's on a landing page now? What do we do? So we're going to open up a compose. And when you come in here, best practice is going to be the following. You want to make sure that you have the word video. First thing that someone sees, it does stand out. It's rare. Have the word video right there. And then you want to have that 3 to 5 word hook that we talked about in the beginning of the training. Drop that there, little bit of text in here, and then you want to drop the video in. Excuse me. So to drop the video in, there's a couple ways. One, inside the Dubb platform, there is a giant blue share and send button. Select that button there, put the email in for the tracking and the activity reporting of the person you're sending it to. Click the big copy for email button. Once you do that, come right back over here, paste it. It's just a copy and paste. Now there is a shortcut available. If you have Gmail or Outlook 365, and if you have the Dubb Chrome extension screen recorder that we're going to look at in a second, if you got that pinned up in the browser, the button's going to show up. In Outlook 365, it's in add-ins. In Gmail, you can see it right down here at the bottom, right there. So if I select that button, it's going to open up the Chrome extension and I can record a video right now from within the email and drop it right in if I wanted to. I also can scroll through my video library right down to the bottom right. See me scrolling through there? Find the video I want to add, and all I have to do is click insert, it'll pop it right in, and then it's able to send it. So you can do a copy and paste, or you can use the shortcut that's available with Gmail or Outlook 365. Okay, speaking of the Chrome extension, let's look at this kind of style video right here. Screen recording. Anything within your browser that you want to be on top of in a circle like this, visually walking someone through, just Google Dubb Chrome extension, three-step process to get this screen recorder right up here in the browser. And anything within your browser you want to be on top of, you can use it for. So we're going to use LinkedIn as an example here. I'm going to select the Dubb button. It's going to open up the Chrome extension and it puts me on the page. Now, from the webcam perspective, this right here, size-wise, how do we adjust the size? Grab the edge like this, and you can manipulate and do whatever custom size you feel like. If you want to change the shape, whether you want to be phone shape, square, rectangle, circle, you have options here. Just try to match the aesthetic of the page that you're on. That works really well. If you want to zoom yourself in, you can zoom yourself in like this. You can back yourself up. You can move yourself around inside the frame. A lot of choices. The last thing with the webcam here is I want to put myself in an interesting spot because remember, the first 3 seconds is the animated preview. So we got the right shape, we got the right size. Now I want to put myself visually in an interesting spot on the page. So just think about that when you create these. I'm going to put myself right next to Ruben. If I want to turn my camera off, right over here to the right, I can just turn the camera off, and this could be an audio walkthrough if I wanted to. I also technically can use my headshot if I want to do that, but being live is pretty awesome. And if you want to put a virtual background behind me inside the bubble here, just select the virtual background button over there, and it will drop it in here behind. I have an annotation tool right here that I can use to point things out that I'll show you in a second. And right over here, I have a teleprompter again, right over here to the right. So if I select this button here, now I have a teleprompter option again. So I'll grab one of these in here. And this one's a little different. This one I can physically move around the page like this, and I also can manipulate the sides like this. Now it does have the same functionality where I can control the scroll speed like this, hit the play button, back the text off, or zoom it in. So similar like that, but different because I can move it. Now, if you do use the Chrome extension, I would not go full screen on your browser because remember, it's browser based. If you go full screen and you're trying to use the teleprompter, it's going to hide the teleprompter and you won't be able to click on it to bring it forward. So if you are going to use the teleprompter, leave some space at the top. So when you hit the blue record button to the right, you can just tap this thing to bring it forward and you're able to use it. Now, lastly, you have three orientations to record with Chrome. If I select camera, over here to the right, opens up like a webcam. If I select tab, it's going to be a clean cut of this page that I'm on right now. We won't see any of the tab mess I have at the top. It'll be just this page. And if I select screen, it's going to get my computer screen and I can bounce around to different tabs if I want to take someone on a little tab journey. Now for this example, I'm going to use tab. I'm going to bring in my hook that we talked about before. I'm going to hit record to the right, the blue button, start recording. I'm going to choose my tab. You can see it right there. I'm going to select share, and here we go. Hey, Ruben, what's going on? I wanted to send you this video, my friend, because I know that you're in technology. I know you wrote a book. I want to have a little chat with you. So I did my animated preview, a little lean, little turn. That's a 3 second shift. And then I decided to jump to full screen. When you do these screen recordings, jumping to full screen is a really nice way to break the visual, make it interesting, make your point, go back to the page. And you can do this whenever you want to make a point. It's a pretty cool way to do it. So if you want to jump to full screen, hover over your bubble, your webcam with your mouse, double click the webcam, it will bring you here. Double click the page to go back. You also can hover over the little button at the bottom that says expand webcam. Click that there, brings you here. Click that same button to go back. If you want to scroll around and be very free flowing while you're recording, whatever your style is, you also can hit the pause button down here to stop the recording, take a break if you want to. When you're ready, just click that same button to resume. The annotation tool right over here. You want to point some things out with some arrows? That's always been popular with annotations over the years. You also can do some text on screen. You can put things in, numerical order of importance. You can circle, you can underline, all kinds of stuff you can do. So if you're reaching out on LinkedIn, great creative, original way to do it. If you're in any industry and you want to show anything within your browser like this and walk someone through, Chrome extension is a good way to do it. So I'm going to select the check mark like we did before. Check mark, and it's going to save this video into the Dubb platform to the video edit page where when we save the webcam one, same spot, video edit page. Now, if I want to share this video with Ruben that I've created on LinkedIn, all you have to do is become a first connection. So I'm going to send a connection request first. When the person connects, Then I'm going to select the message button down the bottom. When that happens, I'm going to have the ability to be able to send Ruben a nice animated preview that looks just like this. Now, with LinkedIn, we have an integration with them. So when we open up the messaging center, you're going to notice the little Dubb symbol right down there at the bottom, just like we saw in Gmail. So there's a shortcut. So when I select that button there, it's going to open up the Chrome that we just used. Scroll through your video library, find your video. There it is. Click insert. It's going to pop it in here, and then you can just highlight this text and change it to whatever you need to change it to. And then click send, and Ruben's going to see that nice animated preview in his inbox, which totally stands out from the other copy and paste stuff. Okay, the last screen recorder we're going to look at is the Dubb desktop app. So again, Chrome was browser-based that you just saw. Dubb desktop app is not. And go on top of whatever you need. So just Google Dubb desktop app and download it from Mac or PC. When you do, the little Dubb symbol will either appear at the top or the bottom on your computer, and you can see the functions right in here that I'm scrolling over. You also can click View Quick Menu, and it will pop it up right here to choose from your functions. I'm going to click Record Screen, and we're going to compare and contrast Chrome and desktop. So I'm going to open this here. First off, webcam is exactly the same. You can do all the same stuff you did with the Chrome. The annotations, you can do all the same annotations. The teleprompter is similar to the Chrome because you can move it around, but it's different in this regard. When you select a script here, notice right over here, your first option, when you mouse over it, says auto track. Auto track is voice recognition. So if I was going to hit record right now and read that script, it's going to go at my pace in terms of how fast I'm reading it or slow I'm reading it. Now, if I don't want to use voice recognition and I like having that scroll speed that we saw earlier, just tap that button closed. And notice right now I can adjust the speed up or down. So it's either auto scroll or it's auto track. You have some flexibility with the desktop app with that. Now, also, you have flexibility in terms of what's being shown on your screen. This little red slash down here that you see in this square. If I was to hit record while that red slash is there, it means I'm going to be recording my entire screen. If I get rid of the red slash just by clicking on it, now there's a drop down of choices in terms of what I can record on my screen. The one at the top here says custom, which is great. Whatever is inside these blue lines right here will be part of the recording, and I can put it on top of anything. The custom aspect of this is cool because I can crop around whatever I want to crop around. So I can get very specific in terms of what I want to show. I also can click the drop down menu and do landscape. So YouTube orientation right here. I also can click down here and do portrait. So if I want to do a social media video right from my desktop, I can do that right in the vertical format. Just put it on top of whatever you want to put it on top of. Now, the recording itself, there's also some cool options. So I'm going to hit the record button down here at the bottom. I'm going to get my 3, 2, 1 countdown, just like we did before. And now I'm going to be recording. I can pause and resume. The big difference here is the check mark. So prior to this, with webcam and Chrome, when we hit the check mark, it saved it into Dubb. That doesn't happen with the desktop app. I'm going to hit the check mark here, and now we have a preview window, and here is the clip that I have just recorded with the Dubb desktop app. So the Dubb desktop app records in clips. So what we're going to do is record a couple clips, merge them together into one video, and save it into the Dubb platform. The cool thing about clip recording is I can drag and drop MP4 files from my computer and make them part of this story. So what I just recorded right here was a screen recording clip. So how do I continue to go now? I got that, but what do I do next? Down to the bottom left, there are 3 creative icons down here to choose from. The one all the way to the left is record screen video. That's what I just did. Now, I could have swapped out my background for something different, but I'm just going to hit this button because I want to record another clip in the same style. So I'm going to click that there, brings me right back to where I was. I'm going to hit record, and now this is going to be in the same style as the first clip. Here we go. Hit the check mark. There is the second clip. And I can move these clips in any order that I would like. I can move them around. I can do the end first, the beginning, whatever I want. You have a lot of flexibility. I also can tap the 3-dot menu on each clip and download or delete it. The next icon down at the bottom left is your webcam icon. So when I select that one, opens up my webcam. I'm going to hit record, and now this is going to look totally different than the other clips that I recorded. It could be the beginning, middle, end, whatever you want. Check mark. And there's that one. And again, you can move it wherever you'd like to. The last option down to the bottom left, we call Dubb Narrator. Dubb Narrator is neat because you can take a video that's sitting in your video library, grab that video, put it inside of a bubble, and place it on anything that you want. So if I wanted to use Dubb Narrator, I'm going to click the button here. It's going to bring me to my video library. I'm going to find the pre-recorded video that I already did. Let's just say it's this one right here. It's going to put me in here. I can back it off, zoom in, and all the stuff we talked about before. And the pre-recorded version of me is going to do the work here. And I can put it on top of anything. So I'm going to hit record. And now all I got to do is just scroll around and move.
If you're in real estate, watch how fast my
And I can just move it around. So using a pre-recorded video with Dubb Narrator is pretty awesome. It's already sitting there and it's an asset and you can just put it on top of anything. Now, next step, merging these clips together into one video and saving it into the Dubb platform. You have two options. Over to the right, you're going to see an upload button. If I select that, it's going to merge them together and save it into Dubb. If I select the edit button, it's going to merge them together, but you have an option to edit right here before you even save it inside of Dubb. Same editor as I showed you before, right here. And then you select the upload button to the right, and the upload button is going to merge it, save it in the Dubb, and you're good to go. Now, the last recording option we're going to look at is going to be the Dubb mobile app. The Dubb mobile app is very similar to the desktop app. It's a clip recorder as well. So to get the Dubb mobile app, Dubb, when you do have it, here is how you're going to record a video, and this is what this process would look like. So here is the video home area right here, the home area of the mobile app. You can see the video library sitting right here in the middle. To record, I'm going to tap the camera icon right at the bottom, the blue one, and it's going to open up my camera. Now, when it opens up, when you first use this app, it's going to be defaulted for 1 minute of recording time. I'm going to slide it over to 10. That way I don't get cut off. I'm going to tap the circle at the bottom or hold and release. And now I'm going to be recording. Timer on the button, timer up in my eye line. If I want to pause and resume, you have that button right over here. And to end the recording, just tap the circle again. And there you go. And there's the clip, just like the desktop app that you just saw, clips. And this clip has been automatically downloaded to my phone. So I have it in my photo video area in case I need it. Now I'm going to hit record one more time just so we have multiple clips put in here. And there's my second one. And I also can move these around. I can take my finger, hold it, slide it. So I have total flexibility in terms of the order. If I tap a clip with my finger individually, I can trim it, I can rotate it, I can delete it. And if I select edit, this is where it's going to give me some options in here. I can hit the music icon to the right. We have a whole library of royalty-free music that you can choose from. I can hit the scissor icon. It's going to open. Actually, you know what? Hold on. I think this froze. Hold on. Let me reshare it. I think it froze on the. Oh, hold on. I think it froze on the. What's it called? The music one. Okay. So here it is. Here, if I click music, you can see that right there. You can add music. If I select the scissor icon, you can trim it. And if you select the text icon, this is going to be like what I showed in the beginning, where you have the hook on the screen. You can hit the text icon,
just so we have multiple.
and then you're going to go in here and do this. Click in here, type your hook like this, click update. And now notice at the bottom, I have options for color, size, font, all of that, and move it wherever you want to move it. You also can do a voiceover over your clip. So the microphone icon to the right, select that there. Just make sure you adjust the proper audio from the original at the bottom, and you can do a voiceover. You also can speed up the action of the clip. See the little timer icon to the right? Select that there. You can go all the way up to 10x. If you want to burn in captions, you can click the bottom icon there. You can burn them into this clip, or you can burn them in at the end of the video if you want to. These icons over here, if you want to know what their function is, select the tooltip at the top, and it's going to break it down and tell you. I'm going to show just a couple important ones here. This one right here, the countdown timer. This one, you can do 3 or 10 seconds. I'm going to select 3, hit record, 3, 2, 1, and action. There we go. Boom, perfect amount of time. But you can do it longer if you want to. Teleprompter right here. So teleprompter, you can do, let me grab this one. Okay, see how I can scroll this up or down? The reason you can do this is because when you record a video, you want your eyes to stay up top towards the camera like we talked about before. And if they're wandering down here, and either increase the speed or just slide all of this up so your eyes are right by the camera. And if you want to do landscape, physically just turn your phone and the script will adjust landscape if you want to do that. You can control your speed right here, auto scroll between 1 and 10, play button to test your speed, pencil icon to make any changes that you want to make. Now, if I want to use voice recognition and not use auto scroll, I can hit the gear icon right over here to the left. And if you do that, just select auto track. And now this is voice recognition. So this is what this would look like. I'm going to hit record and it would look like this. While I made this cup of coffee, my AI assistant did this. I told my AI, my deal client profile. So see how it's highlighting as I was going? That's called auto track. So if you want auto track, just select gear, auto track, or if you want auto scroll and just control the speed, you have a choice on both. To close the teleprompter, tap the X and it's closed. Now, if you want to use picture in picture that I showed in the beginning, it's the second one from the bottom. If you select that here, it's going to open up both cameras on the phone. I can hit record, and now I can move myself around, show whatever is in front of me, make myself bigger, smaller, narrate, get out of the way, zoom into the background, whatever I want to do creatively. The last option is down at the bottom, the virtual background, which I showed in the beginning. Take screenshots on your phones, puts it behind you, and you're able to record with the virtual background. When you're done and you're ready to merge these clips into one video, tap that blue button to the top right. That's going to merge everything together into one clip. It's going to be automatically downloaded to your phones. You'll have the finished video on your phone in your photo video area. And right here, you're going to have the option to upload it into Dubb. See the blue button that says upload? Click that there, and it saves it into the platform. And you can option it on the mobile app. You can get to it on the computer as well. Now, from a sending perspective, you can send from the Dubb mobile app as well. So just pick your video. Let's grab this one here. See that blue share video button in the middle? Click that there. Click copy for email, copies to the clipboard, paste it. Click copy for SMS, copies, paste it. Or you can select the icons to the top right of the video. Block icon is for email. SMS icon is paper airplane icon is going to be for SMS. Now, if you are using a CRM like a HubSpot, a Salesforce, a Go High Level, if you're using like a third-party sender like a MailChimp or anything like that, we have a lot of options in terms of integrations that we have. So I'll give you a little shot at the list right here. It's pretty extensive. So if you have these other companies that you have your workflows in for CRMs or third-party senders, you can go ahead and keep those and just add videos. That's why we have the integrations in this really big list that we have right here. Now, if you're looking to switch to a different CRM or sender, or you don't have one, Dubb can absolutely be that. So with Dubb, you can click right over here under CRM and you can upload your contacts with a CSV file. You can do deals, you can do tasks, you can do campaigns, bulk sending with Dubb, email and SMS, and you also can do automation, workflows with our Pro Plus plan, which is all about drip sequences and automations. Now you also can, I mentioned Auto here in the beginning, right here. You can do content writing with Auto. You can ask Auto questions about Dubb. Hey, how do I use a Chrome extension? It can tell you all those things. It can answer strategy questions. So you definitely want to use Auto if you're in your Dubb dashboard. If you need help from the team, there's this little intercom bubble right down here at the bottom. You can talk with a team member. You also can do a keyword search. You can put in, hey, Chrome extension. It'll give you an article, video, everything related to that tech as well. If it's outside of working hours 24/7, we have Sophia. This is our AI agent right here. If you call this number, she can answer questions on technology, strategy, AI, all of that good stuff there. If you want a learning library, watch training videos. You can click right here, and then you can make your way through Dubb Academy. We got plenty of videos on how to use the platform. They're all labeled and they're all in order. If you want to use, this is one of the biggest things, our partner program. See where it says refer and earn right here? Just select apply now, and it's going to create a referral link for you. And we do a 30% recurring commission if anyone subscribes to Dubb through that link. So we always say refer for friends, because if you're paying for Dubb right now, whether you're on Pro or Pro Plus, you want to get a free out. All you have to do is just bring some folks in and get them to subscribe. Bring them into this training right here, dubb.com/T. We're in here 5 days a week. But definitely share your link with them. And the 30% doesn't go away unless we stop getting paid. If we stop getting paid, then it would. But if it doesn't stop and they keep paying, the 30% doesn't reduce. It stays that way recurring. So it's pretty awesome. So if you know folks that are interested in Dubb, or you love Dubb and you want to share it, definitely share it. Now, we also have the AI aspect of these things. So the team created Dubb AI. And a lot of you might have already heard about this. We had a big webinar. I'm going to put this link in the chat. This is our 12:30 p.m. EST every Monday through Friday during the day that we talk about Dubb AI. So if you want to register and come in and check it out, the AI tool is able to do sending of emails, updating your CRM, doing lead generation, all kinds of cool stuff. And it lives right inside of Slack, which is a communication platform that a lot of folks use. If you don't know about it, you only need the free version of it. It's where Dubb AI lives, and it can do a lot of admin tasks that you're already doing now, take everything off your plate, and you're able to do more important things like selling and growing your business. So if you want to check it out, dubb.com/TAI. I just put it in the chat. You can come visit us, register, and we're every day at 12:30. Okay, so Ina, how do we do question-wise, Q&A?
I don't think there's any, Rob.
Okay, sweet. Let's see. Anybody have any questions? Anything on anyone's mind as we kind of head out on this Monday into the ether of work? Anyone? Anything on anybody's mind? Anybody? Okay, well, I'm going to put this in here as my last kind of action in here. If anybody wants to send us anything, feedback@Dubb. That's the email. If you're recording videos, you're trying something new, you want us to take a look at it, send it over to us. We can give you feedback. Sometimes all it takes is a little feedback, and make some adjustments can make all the difference. So we like watching it. Ina, thank you so much. Everybody, thank you so much for coming in. We appreciate it. And we'll see you same time tomorrow. And hopefully we'll see you at Dubb AI if anybody wants to show up later today. Thanks, Ina.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody.